All right, you sexy zombie mother lovers, welcome back to the channel. Wiseass here. I've got another horde-based design that I'm going to try and see how well it stands up to a horde night. Now, I saw another YouTuber, JaWoodle. I will go ahead and link his channel and the video that inspired this build down in the description and the pinned comment below. Um, Basically, he had a design that was kind of a floating base that he was trying to build a molotov type thing to be able to drop molotovs through. And those of you who have watched channel before have probably noticed that in the past, when I'm trying to drop molotovs, usually through like a grate or the bars, I typically put a door in there to give me the opening to drop the molotovs. And 9 times out of 10, I catch myself on fire. Seems like that's common. Everybody does it. So he had a design that worked pretty well. He had some faults with it, and he went through some iterations of it. But I kind of wanted to take my own take on it and see what I could do. Maybe improve upon it. I always love to see what other people are putting out there. What other suggestions everyone's got. Again, if you guys are new here, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. If you got any ideas, any suggestions, links to other videos you want me to take a look at and entertain, definitely send them to me. Put them in Discord. If you've gotten here from Reddit, go ahead and post on Reddit, or just comment it down below. If you're returning, appreciate you guys coming back, showing me all the love. And with that, we will go ahead and get on with the new base design. So I've actually got over here, what he did is there was a 3x1, basically a 3x3 by 1 inch tall or 1 block tall. I guess they call it, let's see what this particular one is. Brick cube destroyed. And basically what it is it looks like this little piece here with the little edges jutting out of it. It's kind of deformed along the edge to make it look like it's kind of busted. And what I did is he initially, I believe, had built it using the plates to kind of float it above the ground. There was another video where I saw somebody reference these corner angles, and I built another previous base out of this on the last video, which I will also link to in the description below. But what I did is I kind of took that design and his design and combined them. I believe in his design he had zombies jumping up into this initial build out, and with the plates you're only kind of limited to 2 blocks high, so basically one character or zombie. With the little corner pieces you can kind of offset them and stagger them and build all the way up. And if you actually look now at the overall stability, the whole thing is stable because all of these pieces are basically down to the ground to bedrock. These pieces that are hanging off the side are not stable because they're not supported down below. And then these same with these here, they don't have any support, as do neither the pieces on the inside. It's still yellow, so it is still pretty stable. It'll work pretty well for a Horde Night, I think. But what I was really concerned about was how well this works for something like throwing the Molotovs down there. He had great success with it. See, and I did the same thing here to where I set myself on fire. So there obviously are some improvements that can be done. And that's kind of what I'm aiming to hope and aim for with this design. But I'd like to give this a try and see what we can achieve, what kind of horde stuff happens down below here. Because I believe in my previous test, the zombies kind of ignored these bricks. They were almost too small that they didn't want to attack them, these little corner pieces. And these are actually, I believe they're dome. Yeah, it is this dome cube middle. And what I did is I basically just rotated it to kind of offset. So the bottom ones here are on the platform, and then they go up similar to these. Bottom ones here and this is one square. Next square was offset, but it built all the way up, and then I was able to build the structure. So my hope is that even if the zombies can kind of stand on each other, they won't be able to kind of get up into this and beat on the walls. So what I'm going to do, I think, is kind of follow what some of these other guys do, and I'm going to kick it all the way up to like day 6,000, just to see, maybe 7,000. That seems to be an even number, obviously. And we'll see where this takes us. We'll see how this works. I'm basically going to try it with molotov pipe bombs, and maybe we'll look at the rocket launcher with the frag rounds, and then I've got an MP5. I'm not really looking at this one for survivability. I want to see how well this fares against that level of a Horde Knight. Obviously, no one's going to ever get to level day 7,000. I mean, if you do, that's great, but I can't realistically see that happening. So I think it'll be a good judge to see how well that works. So let's go in here, day 7,000, and we'll do 2155. And it looks like I want to keep an eye on this. Now I am on whatever the top highest difficulty is. I have feral sense on, and I believe it is 32 zombies per spawn, per player. Obviously the day, the game level, your yeah. So this is gonna put 120 out here, and it's gonna do 28 at a time. So we'll see how that works. We'll see if they come over. But that's all impacted by things like your game level, game stage, stuff like that. So let's see what these guys are doing down here. Yeah, see, they're just kind of sitting down here, not really doing much of anything. I don't know that they can get to me. And it doesn't seem like they're attacking. No flying zombies yet. There are 24 that are alive right now. Alright, so now we're spawning another... Yeah. So this design, I think, I built this little room here to kind of try and hide from the birds. Obviously, see they're going to be coming in here. So I think it kind of works pretty well for that. Overall, I think this works pretty well. The floating base design really is usable because of the fact that you're essentially fooling the game into thinking that you're touching the ground, even though those blocks, those little corner pieces at the bottom, are not. They're basically hovering over the block below it. Count 24. Throw a couple unexploded pipe bombs down there. Let's see what that does. Nice. How many we got up here? 17. Yeah, so we got We're on 106. Now, if you look back at one of my other tests, the pipe bombs and the molotovs do some damage to the surrounding blocks, but it's very minimal. So I'm not too worried about the effects of me trying to defend the base. If I use the high explosive rounds for the rockets, though, however, that would cause a problem. They tend to do a lot more damage. Let's see. Yeah, I think this overall look, this designs very well. Works awesome, actually. Got a policeman down there. Interesting to see how well his stuff does to the overall design. It looks like he's going to hit it. Spit up from there, obviously. Got quite a few. No flying zombies yet. Oh, let's see. $120, 64. There's a spitter somewhere out here trying to get me. Yeah, I really love these frag rounds. If you can get them early on in the game, they do massive amounts of damage, and they make it so much easier to kill large groups of zombies on Horde nights and stuff like this. So, another policeman down there. Don't think that one hit. There we go. Let's see where I'm at. I think they're all done. Yeah? Oh, there's a couple here. Aha! More coming. So this is only game stage 85, so I gotta get all the way up to 91. Holy cow. see, I'm just gonna end this level here. Finish these last few guys off. All right, and now if I look at this, thought I had heard somebody beating on something over here. Yeah, see, these took very minimal damage from zombies. I have a feeling a lot of this might be from the rockets, the frag rounds, because I don't think they were beaten on the ground. And it doesn't look like they were getting up here. I mean, overall, this design works pretty well. Oddly enough, I think as he pointed out in his video, when they take damage, for some reason, it almost looks like it's breaking apart fully. But as you can see here, it's only a couple hundred points down out of the full health. So I'm not sure why it does this. It's just something, graphically it's glitched a little bit. But overall, this design works pretty well. I do like it, and I think it can be expanded upon. He did use some different blocks later on in his video. Again, I'll link that down below. So if we want, what I'm going to do here is I will go ahead and end this one. I think this is a good design. I'm going to expand upon it a little bit, but I'm going to go and kind of look at what he did in some of the rest of the video and see what we can do there to improve upon this. Just kind of put my own spin on things. I mean, I certainly don't think I can do any better than this design. I mean, it seems pretty sound. A lot of people seem to be using it. The quote-unquote floating base idea seems to work really well. And until the devs can find a way to kind of combat this, I think it's always going to be kind of used. I mean, it's not necessarily abused, quite frankly. I don't see a lot of people playing it, at least in builds. I've done a couple in a survival build with some friends, which worked really well, but I mean, it still took its fair share of damage from the zombie hordes. So yeah, again, if you're new here, appreciate you guys coming by. Thanks. If you are returning, I appreciate you guys coming back, showing the love, and again, if anybody's got any ideas, any suggestions, any questions, comments, criticisms, whatever, go ahead and put them down in the comments section below. Go ahead and post on Reddit, whatever floats your boat, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, guys. I will have another video up with some changes to this and a little bit of an expansion. Thanks again, everybody. Take care. Later.